as has the on-site heating and cooling systems, geothermal, active and passive solar, sort of heat recovery applications, as well as hybrid applications where clients are saying, hey, if I can take a look at a system and kind of augment my existing conventional approach, you might have better economics than just going to the extreme and using a hardcore extreme application. And of course, the on-site water reuse, rainwater collection, grey water recycling, although the grey water recycling not so much in Alberta yet. Alberta environment is still pretty kind of keeping their foot on that one for a number of reasons. But you are seeing some of these being applied successfully in our climate and in our buildings. So quick note on the on-site energy generation. The benefits are tremendous if you will think about it. The higher efficiency of the technology and the products, energy price stability, predictability, energy security, as well as the reduction in overall carbon footprint are just sort of some of the quick basic benefits that are tangibly available, but yet, as I mentioned before, the problems to actually get them out there and implement them are still surmounting. So what can the industry, as far as the clean tech sector, do to help remedy some of these things and actually sort of overcome the hurdle of the applications? First of all, as I mentioned, the innovations in technology itself, increase in efficiency, and the decrease in product costs has to be there. That's the first step. But the reality is you have to look at other things. You have to have a ready supply channel available. Manufacturers, dealers, distributors have to be there to provide technical support, get the products and the parts out quickly. We have to have the industry training and availability of the skilled labor, especially now with the retiring labor force, which is really putting pressure on the new workers coming in. I mean, we're feeling it every day. Financial models have to be adaptable to the current mechanisms, as well as as a client, they got to be able to go out and say, I'm looking to finance in a certain system. The bank has to be able to understand it, to finance it, and make sure that there's sense to it. As well as there's just got to be overall less red tape in the overall system to get the approvals through. Quick overview, one of the companies that has done it successfully, unfortunately not here locally yet, but out of California, NanoSolar. There was an appropriate case, which is a company out of California. They're basically going after a $3 billion market that is electricity generation. They have produced a product that utilizes the printing press to produce, build an integrated photovoltaic systems, which are thin film applications, versus the silicone-based type, to basically be able to pump out thin, long type of rolls, I guess, right out of a printing press, where they literally can take them and they can mount them onto just about any surface, yielding about, I think last test were about 16% efficiency, while at the same time being able to bring down the overall capital cost for the products from about $8 per watt down to under $1, which is sort of their goal, which is quite amazing, about eightfold increase or decrease in cost, I should say. So what they've done so far is they've developed a utility scale application. Next step is to develop residential type application. We'll hopefully see in the next couple of years come out to the marketplace. And what's they achieved is their manufacturing capacity is actually booked up over the next 3 years now as a result. So to go back to the original question and say, is there a place for the clean tech in Alberta's building sector? The answer is definitely yes, tremendously so. We've got 20 years of construction coming up, but the reality is there's a lot of substantial challenges that have to be overcome beyond technological innovations in the industry to really make it a success. So thanks so much for your time, and I guess I'll take some questions if you got any. Yes.
So I guess one of the challenges that I see in terms of trying to transition towards environmental building is then you have to replace an existing building. So which is worse, knocking down a building and building a new energy efficient building, or just keeping the old one and sort of retrofitting it to keep going?
You know what, that question comes up a lot in design stage, and taking a look at what's more efficient. It's primarily been economics driving decision making, where basic clients are saying oftentimes you can just keep the envelope of the build that weren't taking out all the systems, replacing them, and actually making that a go. So you see in the industry right now a combination of all three. Which one's more efficient? It depends. It really depends on the economics of the project, to be frank with you.
Time for one more question. Any more questions?
Right on. Yes.
What do you do with hospitals and big hotels, big schools, universities, about the bacteria which are in each building? And so much that people get killed?
Well, I'll answer that quite easily. We haven't touched the hospitals or large-scale facilities yet. We're still a pretty young company in reality, so we hadn't built up to that scale. So we haven't actually came across that as an issue, nor we had to touch it. So we've come across a lot of asbestos remediation, but not in bacterial scale and large-scale facilities yet. So fortunately, I can't help you out there, in all honesty.
Alexander,
Great.
thank you very much.
Thank you.